While researching for my doctorate in philosophy of metaphysical science, my dissertation was titled Advancing the Evolution of Human Potential and Spirit Consciousness. This research opened up so many new ideas and thoughts and experiences. Live our life with those principles while incorporating all the new systems that's available to us right now. That I continued long after my degree to continue to focus on understanding even more. And when you understand that metaphysical science includes philosophy, psychology, physiology, quantum physics, the universal laws, religions of the world, and just the personal experience, that I just felt that there was more that needed to be expanded on, and not only expanding on it, but actually bringing all those principles right here, right now, into the 21st century. The way we live now, the rules and the expectations that we have, technology, innovation, AI, there's so much going on in our life. The material that I am going to teach today are philosophical foundations of the work that I teach at the Ophidian Institute for Metaphysical Science and Lifestyle Mastery. So, this again is not motivational content. This is applied metaphysical science and principles. So, I will first read from my material and then I will break it down further for you. Okay? Spiritual mastery encompasses self mastery, mind mastery, intentional living, and conscious alignment. It is the ability to be fully aware of one's thoughts, words, actions, and intentions. We hold the power to redirect our thought energy to create the reality we desire, and this mastery should always be used for the good of all, never to add more chaos to the world. Each day we are given the opportunity to choose our path, shaping our lives through the conscious and unconscious intentions we set in motion. The outcomes we experience are directly connected to the choices we make. You may wonder why someone would seemingly invite hardship into their life, but the truth is that every experience, whether joyful or painful, is a result of intention, conscious or otherwise. Intentions, once set, will continue unfolding until they manifest their designated outcome. Understanding this principle is key to unlocking the immense potential within you. These principles have led countless individuals to greater wealth, health, happiness, and ease. These time tested truths offer a pathway to a more fulfilling life where you can align with your highest potential and manifest the reality you truly desire. So, what does that mean in our everyday real life? At the foundational level of all principles is that our thoughts, words, and action creates our reality. And when we are not aware of what our thoughts are, our subconscious mind takes over. It takes the reins and it makes the choices for us. And the subconscious mind has no opinion. It doesn't know good, bad, right, wrong. All it knows is the experiences we've already had. And based on that experience and the reaction of those experiences, that we have created a habit in our life, these experiences are now embedded in our subconscious mind. When you are not consciously asking yourself, what am I thinking? What's going through my mind? Then whatever that inner chatter is will continue to direct your life every day, every minute. When you are reactive to a situation, is because you didn't take a moment to breathe in, assess the situation first before the action or the words that you may say. When we speak without thinking of what we're going to say, those words, once they're out, creates its own energy, its own frequency, and its own manifestation. You are the gatekeeper of your life. You allow people in and out as you wish. But you also have to be very aware of the thoughts that you allow in and out of your mind. Because those thoughts, if they're unconscious and you're completely unaware of what you're constantly thinking and worrying about, that worry will manifest into your real life. Our subconscious mind is a memory bank. It doesn't decide for us. It just stores the information there. Everything you have experienced, learned, read, every information, even stuff that you're not even aware of, is stored in that amazing subconscious mind of yours. And when there is no clarity and no direction, then the subconscious mind goes back to past behavior, past reaction. And that is why it could be difficult to change the way you think and the way you design your life. This is not a mindset problem. This is an awareness problem, because mindset, it's temporary. You may try to talk yourself out of something, but habits is something you have cultivated for a long time. And changing your habits is not that easy. It takes a lot of discipline, repetition, and reminders. This is why it is important to have structure and system in your life, so that you don't go back to the old ways of doing things. Once you make a change, try to stick to that change. And the only way you can do that is by creating some sort of structure or system that keeps you accountable, because accountability is a big part of transforming the life you want to live, designing it the way you want it. When you seek accountability from someone else, when you're waiting for someone else to check in on you and give you a pep talk and inspire you, those are all temporary fixes. They do not help you in the long run. And if you're really, really serious about turning your life around, you really need to think of what that would look like. You can jump in your car and start driving, but unless you know where you're going, you're just going to turn around and come back home. Before you can make any changes, no matter how many New Year's resolution you make, how many plans, how many wishes you have and dreams and goals, you have to be very clear on what that is, what it looks like at the end. It is so easy to have a dream, and every day you could feel it. It's right there. You could feel it. It's so close, but it's so close in your mind. Because once you have the clarity, you have to make a map. You need direction. You need a blueprint. You need to know what's the next step. How do you get what you want when you want it? And this is where self mastery begins. This is why it is important for you to master your mind, your action, your thoughts. If you just every day wait for the right time, the right moment, I'll start tomorrow, it'll never happen. At least not the way you want it, or not as fast as you would want it. And believe me, it could happen faster than you think while doing less. And the trick is very easy. Just one or two actions you take every single day. And you might be saying, well, that doesn't sound like ease. Well, in everything that you start, all change, all redirection, there will be a season of work. There will be a season of putting other stuff aside to get the foundation established properly, grounded, strong. Once that foundation is grounded, later everything becomes easy. But with everything else, when you're starting out, there will be a period that you just have to grind away. And I'm the last person that likes using the word grind. And I don't mean grind as in struggle, but I just mean being consistent, being diligent, even if it's one or two items a day, even if it's only 2 hours a day, not 8 hours, 2 hours a day of focused, intentional work, you will get what you want faster than you even think. So, what's really the first step you should be taking? Clarity. Pay attention to your thoughts. Do not let your unconscious mind dictate how your life unfolds. Be very aware. Be very present. Pay attention to your mind. And here's an easy exercise I want you to do immediately and every day now while you are trying to change into these new habits and new structure in your life. Journal. Journal exactly what you're thinking, what's nagging you, what's bothering you, who's bothering you, your worries, your concern. Get it out of your system. Because if you don't get it out of your system, it will continue to circle around in your mind. So first thing we want to do is clear the mind, just dump all of that stuff out. And while you're writing, see what comes up in the writing. See what's really, really bothering you. What's really driving you nuts? What's stopping you from taking the next step? Why are you still looking for or waiting for someone to give you permission to move on, to validate your ideas? What you do, nobody's business, just your business. So decide what you want. Start by dumping all of that on a piece of paper. Get it out of your system. Then you will be able to work on your clarity, what you truly want to do, how you want to do it, and when you want all of this to happen. You are the gatekeeper of your life. This material is part of a larger structured body of my work. And this is not about doing more. This is about getting clarity. I will continue to read from my manuscript and share my insight with you. And I hope this will help you slowly start making the changes that you need to actually design the lifestyle that you desire.